This is such a easy series for the West Indies to win. What happened? Why them lose it?
Yo, you want me to tell you what? I have so many reasons we can cope, man. But one of the main reasons is that them just not ready. Not ready at all.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, your channel of undiluted sports content. Raymond and I are here to talk about the recently concluded one-day match, West Indies versus Ireland, Raymond. And fans, if you're just tuning in, just please remember to like, share, and subscribe. West Indies, I don't even know where to start. Let me just share with you the scoreline, because this is just depressing, right? West Indies, Ireland won the toss and decided to bowl first. West Indies 212 of 44 overs and 4 ball. Again, they have committed the sin of not facing all their overs. Shea Hope tried at the top of the order. Finally, somebody at the top of the order scoring some runs, 53 off 39, but that's pretty much it. Jason Holder tried to hold it together at the end, 44 off 60, and Akil Hussain, 23 off 36, tried to make the game a little competitive. 212 all out, batting first at home against Ireland, Raymond. This could never be the score that West Indies was hoping to win this series with.
Of course not. I mean, when you lost the last game, you figure that there will be some improvement. We call out the persons who started the batting, the top order batsmen. We call them out. Shea Hope started out really well, as you say, and then it just went downhill from there. Watching the game, I thought that after Shea Hope started that way, I figured that other persons would come up and take on the mantle and pretty much push people like a Puran and stuff like that. We understand how much pressure we put on Brooks and stuff, but it just fell apart. It really fell apart. And when you look at it, they almost didn't even make 200 runs. It's a latter part of the match. You saw the tail enders, the bowlers and stuff like that. Persons like that just pretty much try to put together some partnership and some runs to make it look almost respectable. But to be honest with you, it is not respectable. It's not respectable, coming into Savannah Park and not batting out your overs and finish way below 250. You understand? That's really disappointing. And we beg to say, they're just not ready.
Yeah, and when we look at the West Indies batting performance, Shea Hope, as we say, 53, his first real score in this series. Justin Greaves batting as a opener. I'm not sure if he has what it takes to play at this level, but 12 off 31, and we saw how horrible he looked trying to fit in our position where I'm probably not so suitable for. Nicholas Puran 2, Brooks 1, Chase 19, Pollard 3, Greaves, as I said, 12. The top order combined, with the exception of Shea Hope, 37 runs, Raymond. We were 71 without loss, 72 for 1 in 10 overs, and we were like, this looked like the West Indies going to put up a good score. And then it turned 72 for 1, 76 for 2, 76 for 3, 85 for 4, 99 for 5. 101 for 6 and 119 for 7. At that point, we knew that this was pretty much the end of the match and the series for the West Indies.
Yeah, we figured that was going to be the case. We figured that 200 was a stretch. At some points, we saw some person betting that West Indies is going to score below 200 runs. And some persons were figuring that the most they would put up is 160, given what was happening. But the tail enders tried to make a match of it. The bowlers tried, so the bowlers bat. So if the bowlers bat, what do you expect from them when it's time to bowl? Some I said that they're pretty much tired. So.
Man, the bowler's not bowling either, and that and that is probably one of the main reasons why the West Indies not winning. I hear some people say that when they're batting on the pitch early in the morning, it is better for bowling. But I mean, Sabina Park pitch really change at any particular time. You just need to apply yourself, because one, we're not even bat out the over, so clearly we're not even at try, right? But as it relates to the bowlers and how they bowl, and if we're to go into, I mean, Ireland, even though they won by 2 wickets, it was a comfortable victory. The scoreline on the end, the summary might say Ireland won by 2 wickets, and it sounds like West Indies was competitive, but they just weren't. We have some players who can bowl, right? Them know the action for run from the marker up to the wicket and turn over them. But as it relates to attacking the players and taking wicket, we don't see that from none of the players.
Yeah, so you're right. So there is an action that some of the players are familiar with, the bowlers that is. But one thing for sure is consistency. They're not able to hit the mark consistently to put pressure on the batsman. Not able to even set a field sometime. Between them and the captain, the field seem woefully inadequate. You find that the players Irish batsmen are easily finding gaps. And when you do something like that, how you put pressure on a team? You don't. And when you don't put pressure on a team, they become comfortable to the point that them try anything. Ireland almost showed the match in a sense because they felt like they could do anything. They were comfortably ahead. Persons trying reverse sweep. They never do that before in their career. Come to Sabina Park, Jamaica, and decide that, I'm going to try reverse sweep. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to hit for the roof, Sabina roof and stuff like that. Do anything them people do. Because we let them no pressure at all between the feeling as well as the consistency on bowling, and a soft score to begin with. So there's nothing in it at all for us.
Yo, Raymond, when we look at this West Indies bowling attack, I'm not even going to talk about the Ireland batting, right? And we somehow got a wicket with the first ball of the Ireland chase, and we thought, okay, maybe something is in this. But when you look at the bowling performance, Jason Holder, who is the most experienced bowler in the lineup, former captain, new ball bowler, 2 overs for 16 runs at 8 runs per over against Ireland. I mean, Jason Holder has taken 1 wicket in this entire series. And when I hear some persons talk about him, that is probably his 2nd wicket in 2 years for West Indies in ODI. This is just not acceptable.
In a stretch of imagination, this cannot be acceptable. And I don't even understand why you would probably give him so much over. But I guess that's the most you can probably give him. 2, but
the brother get 2 overs. So
it's almost seemed like
so much.
It almost seemed like he probably should even get picked. Because so you pick him for his batting and not for his bowling then. Clearly,
that's what.
And he didn't deliver point either.
In this particular match, he top scored. No, well, he made 44. But the bowlers, as I say, we have some players who know how to bowl, but they are not wicket takers. They're not attacking. See where them put them trying outside of the box, anything outside of the box. It was pretty easy for the Irish to play a one-day match like it's Test cricket and lick off the runs with overs to spare. You're there, you had a play like this. You're used to the condition. Well, and then the selectors and holding Arden against certain players. The Universe Boss is one player that comes to mind. And me think so the player them who them pick would have lift up a particular standard, but Ireland you lose so a series historic. Remember we started the series 8-1 in favor of the West Indies, right? And you come out on the losing end. And it's not even competitive scores.
Yeah, and Ireland pretty much walked from this tournament with 20 points. 20 points.
Right.
That West Indies need. You understand? 20 points West Indies need. That does give Ireland. Because guess what? They're going to play England next week. They're going to get back the 20 points when they play England.
they're going to get back the 20 points?
No, it's clear. It's being sarcastic because there's no way. How much more points left to get now? Surely. You pretty much does not get much points anyway. You might win a one-off game, yes? But this is your best chance to get clear. Yes. I don't know.
This was an excellent opportunity for the team to gain 30 points by winning all 3 games. And for whatever reason, they decide to we don't want a point from Ireland. In fact, make Ireland win the series and go home. And we try and fight to make Super 12 by going to the playoffs. Because clearly, as you said in a previous video, maybe going to the playoffs will help them because it will give them an opportunity to gel as a team, a little bit more experience. Because I see it's mostly inexperienced players they're using. So maybe there's some blessing in disguise for the team.
Yeah, it has to be that. Because you see, it's almost as if you're playing yourself into a form. You know, you continuously playing all sorts of games and trying to play yourself into a form, and hopefully these players would understand what is needed of them. But if you're going to do that, it's going to get worse before it gets better, before you actually turn the corner. And is there any guarantee that it will get better in time for, championship? I'm not certain. But who want to take that risk? You lose the fans for a long time if you take that risk and it don't pay off.
So again, another very disappointing performance by the West Indies team at home. We expected much better and they delivered absolutely nothing. Fans out there, we would love to hear from you. What's your thoughts on the West Indies performance in this particular match and their performance in the entire series? Losing 2-1 to Ireland at home at Sabina Park. Leave all those comments in the comment section below. And always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. And to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell all of them friends to come and join the Sports DTM family. This has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Raymond and I signing out. Be blessed.